now. And so I have uh, a chat window over here that's opened up. I would appreciate it if you would please be kind if you're going to have anything to say or if you have any questions. And I will take looks at other stocks. I will write them down and pull up charts on them in the future. If you want to interact with me, I'd appreciate that. And I hope everything is going well for you today. So what we're going to do here, as I said, we're going to take a look at at ATER. And right now it's on a real breakout. It looks, and I'm going to jump right in, move my picture down. You need to be looking at my mug, and we'll get over here and we'll start with the current chart right now as we speak on ATER. Now, the first thing I want you to know is that as you use Yahoo, my indicators, I know my cursor for some reason isn't showing up, and I'm going to try to fix that. I'm just getting familiar with this software. I'm using OBS, so I'll give them a little bit of kudos there. I like their software for making these types of productions, and I want you to see here that the gold line, which is the most prominent right in the middle of the screen on this chart, is and now running sideways. That is the 200-day moving average on the one-day chart. Now, be aware that Yahoo's 200-day moving average will move price-wise depending on the term of the chart. And so, for example, you're seeing right there, I think it's a 981 is where they're showing the 200-day. That green line that's crossing up over it there, the last one that went up over it, that's the 50-day moving average. So as you can see right now today, it was run down this morning. It was really hit hard, and then I think it hit the absolute bottom, the lowest it's ever going to go. I bought some there. I don't encourage you to do that, and I am not a financial advisor, so I'm not telling you what to do. I am just telling you that this is the way the chart looks, and to me it looks like this is going to make a real nice run. What you're seeing on the one day here with the current price, which is the blue line, the furthest to the left going up, the pink line right next to it, that's the 10-day moving average. The one to the right of that is going up, is the green 50-day moving average. And then the gold one is the 200-day moving average. Now, this is only on the one-day chart. So I'm going to pull this down and show you something a little bit more valuable to anyone who's a true long. And I am long on this stock. I'm long on this position. And I got in about, I guess it's been a month ago, and when it was in the 4 to 450 range when I started in on it, and so done well so far. But I want to show you now something even more exciting. And again, now this is on the 5-day chart on ATER. This is a little bit longer term, and as you can see, it has just been, in my opinion, and I've been holding all along through here, and I kept buying on these dips, and so I'm down. But right now, as you can see, a critical point has been reached, and I'm going to show you why in just a minute when it involves volume, folks. Okay, so here's the thing you need to understand about ATER is that on this longer 5-day term right now, you're seeing right now is a double upside crossover. What that means is right here on this chart, I don't care about me getting covered up. I really don't. What you're seeing on this chart, if you look at it right here, is that blue line and the pink, which is the blue being the current price and the pink being the 10-day moving average, are both crossing the 200-day moving average on the 5-day chart, which is a longer term. So this will have more of an effect on the price, okay? So just want to make sure you're aware of what's going on with it right now. And let's check and go back just to make sure I'm doing this the way I should be. All right. And we're going to do one other thing now that will help you understand why we're seeing this move. And that is, we're going to jump over here first. Let's just go right to the current page. Some people might be wondering what's the news breaking out. Well, I'm using Yahoo here. There may be a little bit of a delay on this, but pretty much it's fairly accurate, I do believe. The time of this broadcast is 12:06 p.m. Eastern time, and it'll show on this recording that it's 11 something, because I believe they have a central, where I'm using this uses a Central Standard Time. So don't be confused by the time stamp. It is Central Time on this. Another thing, as I said, I'm not a financial advisor, so I'm not licensed to do that yet. I am studying to take the exam, and I expect to pass that exam very soon. And I'm going to then be a bona fide certified financial advisor. And but at this stage, these are just charts I'm showing you and some interesting things about the stock that I think you'll be able to appreciate once you look closer. So, noticing on the main page, the home page for ATER, you can see right now, right here in the center of this, there's a definite cup and handle being formed here. Look at that. Look at the platform building right there. So, my presumption is because we've seen that crossover, we're going to see continued upward pricing move. Now, I'm not guaranteeing anything, and I never do, but that's what the charts look like. So let's show you now, and I'm going to try to explain to you why I think, anyway, the price is going to keep going higher. The main reason. So we're going to jump onto this one here. And what am I looking at now? What I'm looking at here, folks, is the historical trading volume on this over the last, well, you can see back to September 13th. I want you to notice something here. Look at all this volume here and look where the price is. Look at most of this price. Opened at 14, hit as much as 19, 242 million shares. My goodness. That's a lot of people buying here in this range. Pardon me. Honestly, it surprises me to have seen it even drop below this low of here where I thought the resistance would remain, but it did nonetheless. Now, is that going to scare me out of this? Absolutely not, because I got it, and I can't go any lower on this screen and show you, but if you go on back and look to another 2 weeks past this, you'll see where we were at when we got in, me and my pal. So anyway, I just wanted you all to be aware that there are a lot of shares which have been purchased here in this range. Again, another day, look at it here between 14 and 6. Look at all the volume. So these folks right here, in my opinion, they haven't sold anything. They bought in on this because of the future prospects of this company, which makes a ton of money, by the way, a ton. So I'm going to show you that here in a minute too. So let's just get to right here. I see that page did not propagate. So I am sorry I won't be able to show you, but what I was going to show you is I had, well, actually I can still use this page here to show you this, and then you can look yourselves. When you're on the Yahoo main page, if you are on here, you'll notice these tabs here across the top. Okay, so for those of you that are new to the financial business and maybe don't know about charts, if you click on this chart right here, which is the only chart you see, if you actually left click on it, you'll go into an interactive chart and you'll be able to choose what parameters you want to use, and you can use. That's how I get the 50-day averages, and that's just indicators. And I unfortunately I'm not going to get into that yet. I might do that in another video. But what I want you to know is if you go here to this tab right here, it's going to be, again, my cursor is not showing up, so I'm going to say, if you're looking at this video, it's going to be basically right at the left side of the chart where the chart begins. This morning on the 1-day chart, straight above the left side of that, you're going to see statistics. If you click on that, and it doesn't cost anything, it's free, it's not one of their pay services, look at the number of shares. Once you click on statistics, a new page will pop up. Then you'll get on it and scroll down, looking down to the right side, bottom right, kind of down where these below where it says All Market Summit on this page, in that lower area. Keep scrolling down and you'll see available shares. And what you're going to find out is that this ATER only has, I think it's 38.57 million shares available. And what I just showed you, if you looked at that historical data, is, and I'm going to show it again, we'll pull it back up just to remind you in case you're not paying or didn't catch it. But look at the volume on a stock that only has, apparently, supposedly, 38 million shares. Well, golly, 2 weeks ago, look at this. I mean, and look at the price range here. So there has to be a humongous number, in my opinion, of people that own the stock in this range. Now you can see on this day when it hit the high of 1668, look where the low was. It closed there. And why? Because they made the announcement that they were going to get rid of 90% of their debt. And they did not do a dilution of shares as was indicated or given the presumption that they were diluting shares, because they did not add any shares to be sold. They did not do a public share offering. They did not do a private share offering. That is not what happened. People overreacted, in my opinion. And we are seeing the reason that I got into it, and I'm showing you these charts right now. So anyway, that's pretty much it. I don't think I really need to go any further into this, but let's get back over here and take a quick look at the 1-day chart and see what it's doing right now. I'm not, okay, all right. And so, definitely doing a little bit of a pullback here, definitely doing that. There's no question about it. And they are going to come after it some, but I think my feeling, true gut feeling about this is this, with this triple upside crossover here, and what I'm seeing on that 5-day chart, which is even nicer. Let's get back over to it and see what's going on with it right now. Hold on. We're going to get right in here close, get to the end of it. Yep, it is definitely crossed over. Current price in 10-day, above the 200-day, 50-day moving average, bottomed out and moving upwards. This all looks very, very promising. I think we're going to see continued investors coming in, buyers coming in. That's just my gut feeling. I could be mistaken, and I have been in the past. So again, do not go out. I remind people this all the time. Do not go out and get yourself a second mortgage on your home to get into this stock or any stock that I highlight for the day to show what's going on with the charts. I'm just showing you what's going on with the charts. I'm getting you hopefully to pay attention to the volume and understand that there's only so many shares of this stock available, and you can see the price range there of where they were selling, and it's quite impressive how many shares were scored and are being held, in my opinion, and they're being held by institutions and people who really truly do go long on stocks, and they're not concerned about the daily activity. Now, the last thing I will show you, let's see if I can figure out a way here quickly to do this. I don't know if it'll let me add a source while I'm live, but I'm going to try it. So I'm going to minimize. I'm going to try to get into ATER. Hold on a second.